Okay, during this session, we're going to be creating Blastoise arms. Okay, this is one of the arms. We're going to be creating the one for the opposite. So obviously what I'm going to show you is how to be able to do a duplicate. And if you want to do the opposite, this one, then there's times when you're going to have to switch over. Okay, and I'll tell you how to do it, don't worry. First things first, we're going to do the claws. The claws are going to be needing 36 white. So for both of them, obviously it's going to be, what, 72? We're going to be using the bottom parts of our loom. So my arrows are up here pointing down. We're going to be using the parts right here. First thing is to go with double whites. And you're going to be putting your first starter ones. So this one's going to be like this on right here. You're going to grab this part that is on the outside, pull it into this peg, and then over to create your triangle. We're going to do it again right here. So go ahead and grab two whites, put it right here, grab the one on this end, pull it over to this peg, and then around. One more time. You're going to do it right here. Pull it over and around. So you should have 3 of these triangles. Once you have your 3, we're going to be using double bands again. And you're going to create a triangle right on top. And then push down a little bit so you have space for another one. You're going to grab another 2 and put those on top. So you should have 3 rows of double bands. Alright? I have my 3 rows of double bands. That's exactly what I want. You're going to do the same thing on all of them, so go ahead and push down these bands. And another 2. Right there. Now the third set. And finally the last one. Alright. There's my 3 claws. Now I'm going to, with my hook, I'm going to grab the very bottom one on all of them and flip that over. Grab the bottom 2, flip those over. Bottom 2, flip over. So again on this one. Bottom 2, flip over. Bottom 2, flip over. Bottom 2, flip over. And this set as well. Flip the bottom 2. I'm going to gently push down on all of them so I have room for my next row. But make sure that your sets are staying even. You don't want them to get confused. Whoops. You're going to grab another 2 bands again. You're going to put it on all of them. You're going to make your triangles again. This is going to be our 4th set, obviously. So I'm going to grab the bottom 2 and flip over. Only the bottom 2 and flip over. Bottom 2, flip over. Do the same thing for all of them. Just grab the bottom 2. You should have 4 bands left over. Alright. Push down gently. Now we're going to switch to 1 band. Alright, 1 band. And make your triangle. Now that you put one band, again, you're going to flip over the bottom two. Grab the bottom two and flip those over. Careful not to drop the other one. Flip the bottom two over. Bottom two. Bottom two. Alright, so you should have 3 bands on all of them. Push down to make room for your next row. And this one's also going to need 1 band. Okay. Again, bottom 2. Alright, push down. Next one, 1 band again. And again, you're going to flip over the bottom 2. Alright, so all of them. There should be 1 band left. Okay. You're going to flip over again, all of them. So the bottom 2. There should be 1 band left. And then push down. Okay, now this is going to be the last row. Go ahead and put your triangle and flip over the bottom one on all your pegs. Push down. Now here's what we're going to do. We're going to transfer all of these onto one peg. So we're going to transfer this one to my front one. Push down. I'm going to transfer this one to my front one. Push down. This one to my front one. This one to my front one. Transfer over. And transfer over. Now that you've done that, you're going to grab the bottom 2 and flip those over. So you have 1 band left. Grab the bottom 2, flip those over. Grab the bottom 2, flip those over. And now I'm going to go ahead and take each one out. And I'm going to grab from the base right there. And I'm going to tug so I can stretch out that claw. And then I'm going to tighten this up with a slip knot. There's 1 claw. Grab the next one. So again, tighten it up and then stretch out your claw from the bottom part. There we go. There's another one. And my last one. Okay. Your 3 claws are done. Now you just need to hide that slip knot by going on the bottom. You're gonna go through the bottom, push your hook all the way through the middle until it gets to the very top. And then you're going to grab your slip knot and pull it through. You just want it enough so that way it'll at least hide it. That should be good. There's one claw. That's done. You do the same thing on the other one. So again. Okay, there's number 2. And my final one. Okay. You should have these 3. Now time to start with our hand. Since we're doing, this is the one for Blastoise left hand, we're gonna do the right hand now. What I did was I did everything on this side. Okay, so I'm obviously gonna do this side, all these pegs on this side for instead for this side. So when you're doing your opposite hand, you're going to be doing the opposite side, okay? First things first is grab 2 bands. We're gonna start right here on top where our arrows are at. The first one is gonna go here, down these 2. You're gonna grab it again, stretch it, and then flip over this peg. Again, you're gonna grab 2 bands like that. You're gonna grab these and stretch them over this peg and make it do that. You're gonna grab these like that and stretch these over this peg like that. Okay. Now that we're done with that, it's time to add our fingers. So for me, the way I did it was, if I remember correctly, yes. So I see that right here, this one's kind of curving downwards. So this is gonna be the inside. And there's these 2 bands like that. Those I'm not gonna grab. I'm gonna grab the opposite ones, which are these 2 and these 2. Right. So it should be like that. I'm gonna grab 2 bands, pull them through those 2, and I'm gonna put it right here on the first one. So I have these 2 bands still on top. I'm gonna push that in. Next one. Gonna grab these two and these two. 2 bands again. Put them right here. And there you go. Next are these 4. Grab my 2 bands. Alright, and then put it inside. Now that we're in this part, let's go ahead and finish our border. Put 2 bands around there, 2 bands here, and 2 bands here. Alright. Now we're going to flip over the bottom 2 bands. Okay. Now that I flipped over the bottom 2, I'm going to push down on all the pegs so I have room for my next row. And I want to keep my claws inside. Okay. There we go. Again, grab 2 bands and go all around, keeping your claws inside. Actually, before we head on to the next one, I forgot we had to stretch this out. So this, grab the top 2. Since mine are going this way, I'm going to put it over this peg. And I'm going to put this one over this peg. See how there is this opening right here? That's totally fine, so I'm just going to leave it there. Alright. Now let's go ahead and continue with our border. Remember, I want my claws inside. This is going to be the first time making this border. We have to do this 4 times in total. So this will be number 1. Now go ahead and flip the bottom bands. Right here there's 4. So these 4. You should always have 4 bands left over, no matter what. Unless I otherwise tell you. There's 2 bands here and the rest are 4. Alright. That was number 1. Time for number 2. Okay, so that was number 2. Number 3 now. Again, flip over your bottom ones to leave 4 bands behind. Okay, I'm gonna lift this part up so that way it can start to like grow. Alright. 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is the last one. Okay. Alright, now that we're set, we're going to go ahead and take it out of our loom. We're going to need 2 bands. And I'm going to go through the first one on top of here. Grab these 2 bands, pull it through, take that out of the peg. And I'm going to put this end on this peg here. So you see how it's now on there? I'm going to grab this one, pull these 2 through, and there's my 2. So now I'm going to put it on this peg. I'm going to grab the ones over here, take them out, grab these 2 from this peg now, and pull them through. And pull it back on there. So now I'm going to grab again these, grab these 2, pull it through, and put it back on the peg I just took it out of. I'm going to do this one on this side, get these out, grab my 2 bands, pull it through, and put it on this peg. Do the same thing, gonna go through here, pull it through, and put it on this peg you just took it out of. Last one right here, grab my 2 bands, pull it through, and I'm just gonna grab these last 2 and take it out. Okay. Alright, now that you have these 2 pegs, sorry, these 2 bands, I'm going to go ahead and pull the last two through and tug. All right, so that way it tightens it. Okay. There is my hand. And I'm going to shape my claws. So you see how we made the palms? This is going to be the top. And now to continue on with the rest of the hand. Okay. This time we're going to go ahead and do the rest of the hand. Since this one kind of is curving this way, this one's going to be curving this way. Okay, so I'm going to do the one that's curving this way, so it's obviously the right hand of Blastoise. And in order to do the left hand, for me, I'm going to be starting on this side, okay? Which means that we're going to be connecting the hand right here. If you want to do this one, you have to start from this side, connecting the hand from here, okay? Hopefully you got that. We're going to start with double bands on the second peg. Okay. If your loom is like this, we're going to be using 1, 2, 3 pegs. Okay, 1, 2. All right, these 5 pegs up here. So make sure that you have at least room for that pyramid right there. You start off with double bands right here, and then double bands to create a rooftop like this, in this direction. Okay, now that you have your rooftop right there, we're going to be going down 7 times. That means you're going to be using 8 pegs in total. So this is going to be number 2. Number 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. Okay, so you used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pegs. Same thing for this side. You're going to go all the way until you hit the 8th peg. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and start filling it up. Start from up here. We're going to use these 2 pegs and go inwards. Once you go in, then you go to this side and go in on those. Do that same exact pattern that we've been doing. Alright, so I just did the W. Now I'm going to do the M right here. Go in and then go in again. And keep working your way down. Okay, I'm in my last row, so I'm gonna go in. The last ones you're just gonna go down and create these two spikes. Make sure that you finish that row. Just like this. And we're gonna need cap bands right here. One right here. One, two. And a cap band right here. I need to think of it this way. Wait. I'm trying to remember how I did it now. Can't believe I forgot already. Yeah, this looks correct actually. Yeah, okay. Well, we'll see. If it's not it, then oh well. It's pretty damn close. Doesn't matter. From right here, we're going to loop these over, and then we're going to start attaching our hand and then roll our way up. So go ahead, and doesn't matter which one goes first. These two, and then these two. Once you have these two looped, you're going to add this one on from this part, okay? And it's going to be attached right there. The rest of the pieces that are going to be added onto here are going to be these bands that are going around the circle, okay? You see all these bands? You're going to be grabbing all four of them until you can see through, just like that. It's these bands, okay? You see how we have this little starburst? All these bands are the ones that you're getting, okay? So make sure you know that. Alright, so I'm going to be adding this one first. And I want it so that way my hand, there's my starburst. It's like this. And this is the back of my hand. So you see how it kind of goes this way? So obviously it's like lifted up like that. This is the palm of your hand, which is this part. So it's going to be like this. So upside down. And lay it on right there. Okay. Now we're going to loop this section, and then these three, and then these, okay? So let's go ahead and loop this one first. Then these right here. And these. Then these. Alright, now all these. Okay. This one's already connected, so now let's go ahead and do all these. Back there. And these two. Right. Now we're gonna go ahead and add the one that goes here, which to me is going to be this first one right here. Right there. And stretch it over. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, because there's 7 in total. Now go ahead and loop over these, okay? Wrong ones. Okay, we're going to add the next one, but we're going to go ahead and get rid of some of the tightness by relieving some stress down here. And that's it, because these are loom, so we're just going to leave these 2 rows. Okay, so I'm going to go for my next one. There's my starburst. So this is the next one right here that's not being held. Alright, so once you have it, put it right there where it needs to be loomed. And in that same spot, go inside and start looming all these. Okay. Now again, go ahead and relieve stress by taking these out. And this one too. Now we're going to go ahead and add the next one here. Go back to your starburst. This one's next. Right here. And add it on right there. I want to make sure all of them are on there. And now loop. Okay. Now go ahead again, relieve some tension. And this one too. Then you're gonna add the next one. There's my starter, so I'm gonna grab this one here. All right, there you go. Yeah, that's all. Okay, good. Oop, I got one. I need the other one. Okay. Time to relieve tension. Okay. Next one. Back to my starburst. It's these bands right here. Alright, so they go right there. Okay. Let's continue looming. Okay. Now here. And this one, it's just this one here. Okay, let's relieve tension. And this one here. Alright. Time for the next one. There's 2 left. So you should have 2 left right here. So 1, 2. Okay. If you did it correctly, you should have 2 left also. Yeah, there we go. Make sure all of them are on there. There we go. Okay. Let's go and continue. Okay, relieve tension again. I'm just going to take out the one right here too. And here. Okay. And I can take this one too. Just that one. Now go to your last one in your starburst, which is right here. Right here. Since these have been looped, we're going to be looping this right here and this one here, and then we're going to be adding 2 bands onto that end. Right there. Okay, now we're going to go through all these, grab 2 bands. And we're actually going to slip knot it with those 2 bands. Okay. Once you've done that, then let's go ahead and take it out from the loom. Okay, and over. Alright, so now we have our first section. We're going to be getting that loop right there. Grab 2 more. Extend your slip knot. So now you should have this long slip knot. We're going to zigzag our way over. Since it's on this side, we're going to grab one from here, but from the inside. I'm just going to grab these 2 and slip this through those. Now from this side, I'm going to grab these 4. Slip this through. From this side, I'm going to grab these, slip it through. From here, I'm going to grab the cap band and slip that one through. And then these bands here, slip that one through. Okay. I'm actually going to grab yet another 2 now that I'm here. Extend it. Again, I'm going to add a clip onto this one. I'm going to add it onto this end. And I'm going to use this clip to hook onto something over here, so that way it's out of the way. And I'm grabbing onto something now, so just so it stretches over. Because we're going to be continuing up on the next one. But for now, you can go ahead and just squish it to shape your hands, so that way they are like in round sections, like this one. Okay. These are also going to be squished, so that way you have these round sections. Okay. Let's continue on directly to our next one. Now we're going to go ahead and do the one for the upper part of the arm. This time again, starting from this side, I'm going to be using, again, 1, 2, 3 pegs, and then 1, 2, 3 this way. So we're going to be using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 rows. 6 rows in total. So again, if you're doing the one from this side, you're going to start from this section, okay? And you're doing this side, this side. This one, of course, we're going to continue on with this side. So you're going to start from your second peg again, going down. And then you're going to make your rooftop. So you're going to do double bands going twice up here. And then going 3 times in this direction. Okay. So twice, 3 times this direction, okay? So you've used 4 pegs. On this side, we're going to go down till we've used 10 pegs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you should have 2 empty ones in the end, okay? That means we're going to go down, what is it, 9 times in total. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright. This side we're going to go down 10 times. I think it's 10 times. Alright. We're going to be using... I think it's also 9. So it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, my bad. Not yet. Grab the one from over here. And actually, it's going to go here. Okay. But not yet. So I'm going to put it here. And take this one out. This one, you're going to switch to this one. Sorry about that. So you need 1, 2, 3 that go this way. And then 1, 2 that go this way. And now this one will go here. Sorry about that. So it's actually 3 on this side, 2 on this side. So if you're doing this side again, so you're gonna need 3 on this side, 2 on this side, okay? For your other hand. Now this time we actually are gonna go down 10 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you should have 1 peg left over. And now we're gonna go ahead and fill in the middle. So you're gonna start off from the peak and then go ahead and start filling in your sides first and then your middle. Alright, so obviously this is going to be the last one because we're going to be connecting this part. So one going diagonal. This one also going diagonal. And there you go. Okay. Right here you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 sections. The sections you're actually going to be connecting. If you notice, we're going to be grabbing, you see all these bands that are at the edge, you're going to be grabbing the back too, okay? So right here there is this cap band. If you can find that cap band where all of them are being held, that's going to be your starter one. That one will go here. That's going to be one, so count the ones that are next to it. So these two will be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So it's gonna be these very last ones. Okay. Make sure that you stay within that area. It's gonna be these very last ones that you're getting. But it's only gonna be these two. The ones that are on the outside. So right now, I'm just going to go ahead and again, where my slip knot is, that's going to be facing upwards. So here's my cap band. Put it right here. So I will need a cap band on these 3. Okay. Now loop this one, then these 3, and then these, and then this one. Okay. Let's go ahead and start. Now down here. Okay, now that I did those, obviously this one's going to be next, alright? Because we need to connect this one. Okay, work my way through here. I only got one. Maybe the other one. Okay. Now all that is done, you're going to grab your first one that goes here. So again, I'm going to look for those sections. So 1, 2. I want to make sure I'm grabbing the correct ones also. Yeah. Alright, so again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Let's go ahead and grab these two. I only want the back two, so these. Okay, and work your way over this way. Okay. We're going to go to the next one. We're going to relieve tension first by getting rid of the first 3 rows. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and connect the one right here. This one's being stretched, so obviously this one's going to be next to these two. Right here. Okay. And then continue your work this way. Make sure all my bands are back on there. Now to relieve tension. And the one from here. Okay. Next, I need to connect right there. This one's being stretched, so I'm going to grab this next set right here. Put it right there, and go ahead and loop. And work your way over. There we go. Relieve tension. There we go. Next one. This one's being stretched, so I'm going to grab these two. And they go here, and out to Looming. Okay, let's go ahead and leave that. And two. Okay, next one. These two. Okay, and then go ahead and loop. Okay, I'm gonna relieve tension. There we go. Next one. It's gonna be this one here. Okay. Okay. Now to relieve tension. Almost done. Yay. Alright. There is 1, 2, 3 pegs left. So there's 1, 2, 3 left right here. So let's go ahead and finish it up. And this one right here. Okay. Relieve tension. Look for the next one, which is this one here. Okay. Relieve tension. And actually we can go ahead and loop this one over to here. Just don't do the last one, okay? Just do these two for now. Right there. Now let's go ahead and add the last one that needs to be joined right here. So it's this one for me. Put it right there. And then put this one right here. Okay. now I actually need to put my hook through all these. I'm going to detach my slip knot from here. I'm going to pull that slip knot through all of these. Right, and that should be okay. I'm going to put that slip knot back over here. Actually, here, I'm just going to go ahead and take the C-clip out and put it right here now. I'm going to hold it while I take out the entire thing from my loom. Okay. Alright, we're almost done, you guys. After this, it's just the legs and the tail, and then we have to connect everything in wire. Alright, cool. So now that it's on this side, we have to stitch across again. So I'm going to go on this side. There's a cap bend right here. I'm going to go from the inside to the outside. I need to take out the clip now because it'll be easier to sew it through. And pull it. Alright. Now on this side, I'm just going to grab these from here, go through them, and pull this side. There's this other cap band. Pull it through. And this side, gonna grab these, pull that through. This side, this other cap band. Pull it through. And then I'm gonna grab some from here. And actually, I'm just gonna grab 2, not 4. Sorry, I'm just gonna grab the 2 from the middle. And I'm gonna put a slip knot on here. Doesn't really matter what color. Because it's gonna be hiding. Okay. All right. So here's both of our arms. Yay. Okay. So hopefully you were able to do both of them. Just redo this video, but on the opposite side of the loom, okay? This one, just shape it so that way it kind of bends to one side, and the other one, they're gonna naturally bend over to one side anyways, but just go ahead and just help extend that little part right there, okay? All right. After that, they're gonna start to tighten up, and then we'll go ahead and connect them to our body.